So just days after I did a video saying that Royal Caribbean, they're not taking volunteers that are not crew members. Now Royal Caribbean is have started a website. Well, not really started a website. They started a Facebook group for people interested in volunteering. Um, it's saying it's time to go back to adventure. You read that right. We're looking for guests who want to be the first back to sea. Want to learn more? Check it out. And they leave a link to get to this Volunteer of the Seas group. So, like I said, a couple of days ago, I did a video concerning uh, Royal Caribbean put out a teaser or a filler talking about the volunteers, the cruise, and this is why. So the CDC lifted the no cruise sale, the no sell order. Excuse me. CDC lifted the no sell order that had been going on since March, and it's finally ended. And but what they put in place of the no sell order is a conditional sell order. And the condition is outlined in this 40-page documents. And you have to go by phases, and part of the phases is for them to do mock cruises or a simulated cruise. And in order to do that, that means they will need volunteers. So at first they were saying, well, we're only going to take volunteers that are crew members, people who are already employed with Royal Caribbean. But now again, they're putting out this Facebook group where they're actually asking for volunteers. It says, "Can't wait to cruise. You're in the right places. This is your one-stop shop for updates and next steps about joining us on a simulated cruise as we make our return to adventure." And then it goes on to say, "Please stay tuned." And then it gives the link. Now, I don't think that there will be cruising. Um, I don't think these mock cruising or these test runs will actually start until very early spring, because they have to put things together. And when it starts, I don't think they will be taken. And I could be wrong. I'm just giving my thoughts. I don't think that the first test runs will include volunteers that are non-crew members or non-employees of Royal Caribbean, or whether other cruise line may join in doing these mock sailings. So I think they're going to start with the crew, and this is why. I think that they're going to start with training them on the new cleaning protocols and whatever solutions and things they will be using. They will be training them on, you know, requirements of mask requirements and social distancing and everything that the CDC will require for them to sail. They will be doing trainings on dining and the changes with the buffet. I think one of the bigger changes that we're going to see is that the buffet lines where you normally serve yourself is going to turn into a cafeteria type line, which you're going to still be able to see the food and pick out your food in what looks like a buffet, but it's going to look more like those of you who are familiar with K&W or J&S or Piccadilly's. Y'all know those, when you go through, you can see the food, you tell the server what you want, and they put it on the plate for you with a glass, what I call a sneeze guard, or germ guard there. So they're going to be trained in all of that, on how to handle people as they enter the ship, and how to make sure that people are social distancing and or wearing their mask. So again, I say all that to say that I think that the first test cruise or mock cruise that go out will have crew members only, and then they will start working off the list, off this Facebook list of people who signing up to be volunteers. Now, volunteers mean that you're not paying. Volunteering mean that you are accepting the risk, the liability of the risk that you put yourself at. Um, so it's going to be interesting to see what more comes out of this. Now, I did look up CNN and other news outlets to make sure that they were talking about it too, to make sure that this wasn't a hoax, or this wasn't, someone other than Royal Caribbean putting this information out. And CNN's talk about it, Fox News is talk about it, and other reputable news outlets, they're talking about this major cruise line. Royal Caribbean, is currently looking into arranging trial cruise voyages to convince regulators it can run successful COVID era trips. So this is once you click on the link, so once you go to the Facebook group and you click on the link to volunteer, this is what it looks like. And it says, please submit one response for the party. So you can sign up for yourself, just one person to volunteer, or you can sign up for a party of people or two people. Most times in a cabin, it comfortably fits two people. But you can get up to four people in a cabin. I wouldn't recommend it, but you can. So you click on that and you put how many people is in your group, however many people you want to do in your group. And then they want you as the main guest to put your name. You don't have to put everybody's name in the group. Where it says enter your 3-letter citizen. Okay, then it tells you to put in the country. So you don't have to enter the people in your group's name. You just enter your name. They already have how many people that you're interested in your group. And then once you hit next, it's done. So again, make sure that you check out the link and make sure that it's legit and you're not giving your name to spammers or people who are trying to sell you stuff, some type of travel agency that's going to worry the hell out of you. But anyway, that's how you sign up. And so far, I've only seen this link on Facebook. So if it's somewhere else, then please let us know in the comments. But so far, I've only seen this offered on Facebook. So it goes on to say Royal Caribbean received more than 3,000 emails in a week, in addition to tweets and messages on social media, voicing interest in becoming one of the first to sail again on the coronavirus era, according to the company's new social media page. Our priority is to ensure that we can exercise our comprehensive set of measures in a safe and healthy manner while making sure we provide a memorable vacation experience. So check out this guy's, and I'm gonna put his link in the description. This guy that's showing on this thumbnail or this picture, he used to be a cruise employee. He was in the entertainment, and he does videos here on YouTube, just talking about being his experience being an employee, giving out tips on concerning cruising, kind of giving some insights on what happens down in the cruise, the crew area where they live, where they reside. I've had the opportunity to go down there. It's very interesting. So check him out. He says in his video he's gonna give you step by step on how to volunteer for a test cruise. I haven't looked at the video yet. I am going to look at it after I do my video. I should have looked at it before, but hey, it is what it is. So I don't know whether he's talking to crew members or he's talking to everybody in general, but it's interesting enough. Go check it out. But again, if you want to volunteer for Royal Caribbean Test Cruise, then go to Facebook or check out the link that I'm going to put in the description. It's going to give you information on how to sign up for that. And hopefully, if you want to be selected, you will be selected. I've thought about it and my answer was no. The reason being is because I'm not old, but I ain't young, which puts me in, one of the risk groups. I'm heavy. I'm a thick sister. So again, that puts me in one of the risk group that if I don't want to put myself at risk for the virus, especially being on a cruise ship that if it have an outbreak, I'm gonna be stuck in the middle of the sea. I just don't want to put myself at risk. I have people who love me and I love them. So it's not for me. Although I want to do it, but it's not for me. But if you want to do it, join this Volunteers of the Sea group. I already have 32K members. They said 22,000 people have already clicked that link and signed up for it with interest in it. Let's see what this happens. It's going to be interesting to see what happens in the months to come. Royal Caribbean is the first one to put this out to see if other cruise lines, Carnival, Norwegian, if the other major cruise lines follow suit with volunteers, or if they're just going to sit back and watch and see what happened with Royal Caribbean. But I hope sailing, cruising get back real soon. I miss it so much. I really, really miss cruising. I miss the anticipation and the build up and the looking forward to having a next cruise date. I don't even have my next cruise date because I refuse to book a cruise without knowing what they're going to do. I hate booking a cruise and then they cancel your cruise and then you have to wait for your money back. I just rather wait and see what the cruise line is going to do and make sure that selling is okay, and then I will book me a cruise. This is Miss Cruiser. Please like, share, and subscribe. Drop down in the comments. Let me know whether you're willing to volunteer the cruise or if you have any corrections to what I just said or any additional information. What do you